Hello, and welcome to the New Moon in Taurus Healing Energy Session. The New Moon in Taurus happens on Tuesday, May 7th, 2024 at 11:22 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 8:22 Pacific Standard Time. The energy for this New Moon in Taurus is in regards to finances because the zodiac sign Taurus is connected to finances. So, any changes that you're wanting to make when it comes to your job, your career, life purpose, because all three intertwine in one, is the main focus and is really good for you to start getting that energy into the universe because the Taurus is an earth sign, and earth signs are tied to the pentacles in tarot, and pentacles are about money. So 5, 7, 2, 0, 2, 4 equals a 20. So angel number 20 is telling you that it's the start of your spiritual journey, because the meaning of angel number 20 is you relate to others on an almost cosmic level. You are dedicated to building harmonious relationships of all kinds. You have the ability to persuade others to your point of view by using gentle means. I am harmonious. So, for you to set intentions to put out into the universe the changes, the things that you want to happen when it comes to your career, or if you're wanting to just add in another area of life, such as love, putting that out to the universe to be a harmonious vibrational match. And when you break down angel number 20, it equals a 2. And the number 2 is about partnerships and balance. So, a career, much like a love relationship or any relationship that you have, is like a partnership. So, what type of partnership do you have with money? What type of relationship do you have with money? Is it balanced? Is it imbalanced? Or is it kind of in between? So, angel number 2 is telling you that you have great talent for finding solutions. Your intuitive and unbiased nature allow you to see all sides of any situation and advise others towards the most fair and beneficial outcome. I am diplomatic. So you want to get in the energy of being diplomatic because you want to bring in the abundance of what you desire, what you deserve, and what you know you're worth. Because if you break down the energy of the new moon is essentially the first part of the moon cycle because the moon resets itself every month and it resets itself on the new moon. So, new moons are about a new start, a fresh new perspective, a reset, a rejuvenation, a regeneration. They're telling you to look ahead, to pay attention to any new people who may be coming into your life or that may cross your path. There are opportunities and experiences that the universe is going to put in your path that are going to help you align to what you are calling in or to what is for you. So, when you break down Taurus, you first look at the element that it's associated with. Taurus is an earth sign. Earth signs are very grounded, they're very stable, but they are very 3D physically present to the universe, to the earth. They are about stability, the physical world, nature, practicality, solid foundations, be patient, being rooted and grounded. So, what the earth element is telling you is that you have to build a strong foundation. So, anything that is built on a weak foundation is going to crumble. And that is when you're going to see tower moments come into the picture that are going to essentially cause things to fall away. So, if you are experiencing a tower moment in your job, in your career, or just in your life in general, just know what is not for you is going to have to fall away. And the thing is, one of the things you want to do, because on the day that this healing energy session is being done, is on the 5-5 portal. And the 5-5 portal is the gateway to change. So the gateway to change is telling you through reflection, soul searching, is that in order for you to have change come into your life, you have to be the change you seek, meaning you have to change. Your thought process has to change because Today, 552024 equals an 18, and angel number 18 is about the manifestation of thoughts. And 18 broken down equals a 9, and nines are about old cycles closing. So whatever cycle you are trying to close in your life, when it comes to your career, your life purpose, your love life, or maybe everything, maybe you're just wanting a fresh new start in everything. This is telling you it is time for you to move into the best path for yourself, to be the best version of yourself, and it's time for you to live your best life. Because zodiac sign Taurus is about fertility, self-indulgence, sensuous, ripe, patient, possessive, rational, loyal, comforts, materialism, food, and earthy. So Tauruses have a tendency to be stubborn, which is why the bull is associated with them. So when Tauruses get in their ego, they're very much like the bull. You don't pull a bull by its horns, because it's going to attack you. So you want to be grounded, rooted, and stable instead of stubborn like the bull, because essentially, if you're stubborn, you're not going to be able to allow change to come into your life. You're not going to allow things to manifest for you the way that you see fit. It is really important for you to understand that in order for things to come into your life, in order for things to come into fruition, in order for things to manifest for you, you have to be willing to take that risk, to roll that dice, and to gamble. That is the only way you're going to see manifestation come into play. It is really important for you to understand that for whatever partnership, whatever balance you have, it needs to really just open you up to change. So you're wanting to make a change. We'll start with career. So this is where you have to get completely honest with yourself. When you think of the job, the career, what you do every day to earn money, is this a vibrational match to you? And meaning, does a vibrational match to you keeps you in high vibration, keeps you in the energy of intuition, the energy of love, the energy of grace, the energy of high vibration, positivity, optimism? Do you feel fulfilled, or do you feel drained? Because if you are in a job situation where you are feeling very drained, very unheard, unseen, maybe there's a lot of drama that's happening. So this is what I would tell you, since this is you're listening to a video at someone who is going through this right now. It is important for you to find your voice. It is important for you to go within to understand why the universe is putting you in a situation, why the universe is having you learn a lesson a certain way. Once you stop fighting it and you let it happen, you feel it, you acknowledge it, you essentially grow with it, you will start to see what is for you and what is not for you in a very easy way. Meaning, tower moments don't become days, weeks, months, years of freaking out because things are falling away that just don't vibe with you anymore. Essentially, what happens is that you start to see that, okay, this situation has always been an issue for me. It's because I know for me, I always put out into the universe that I wanted a resolution, but I never actually took the initiative action to have that resolution. And when I really worked on finding my voice and speaking up and really just setting boundaries, I have found my power, because your power is very simple. You find your voice, you find what you will and will not put up with, and you start speaking up when people are trying to overstep their boundaries with you. Because in 2024, we are recording this in May of 2024 on May 5th. This is the day of change, the 5-5 portal. We are about, let's see, May, June, July, September, October. We're 6 months away from the presidential election here in the United States. We're going to have a lot of stuff happen collectively as a society, as people, as humans, happen in the next 6 months. Because I have been channeling that 2020 was supposed to be where people woke up, but a lot of things happened. We had a pandemic, and so 2024 is essentially a repeat of 2020. The only thing that's not happening is that we don't have a pandemic that is shutting down the world. We have everything else happening. We literally had the same exact Super Bowl happen this year that happened in 2020. We have protests going on. We are going to have the same two guys running for president. It might be a little different because I don't see debates happening. Will it be the same result? Maybe, maybe not. We don't know. The universe hasn't decided yet because it really depends on the people. So if our society, our world doesn't shift into what it's supposed to, because we're not supposed to take a side in events anymore. We're supposed to take our side, our own side, and see things clearly. Because I know for me, I look at politics in the United States way differently than I did 4 years ago. I don't take sides. I see both sides completely for what they are, and I don't like either one. That's just me. Because I see that taking a side and choosing one narrative over another narrative is further dividing, because I really believe in united we stand, divided we fall. And that's how you should be in your life, because when you are divided within, you are indecisive. You are afraid. You literally put yourself in the Eight of Swords energy, where you just bound yourself in fear. But now that Eight of Swords energy doesn't vibe anymore. You have to get into the Eight of Cups energy, where you evolve past the fear. You overcome the obstacles. You overcome the narrative that maybe you grew up listening to. You want to go within and find your own inner Hierophant. The Hierophant is the number 5 card. The Hierophant is essentially telling you, trust your spiritual beliefs, trust your truths, and know that the truth within you is going to set you free, because you set you free. No one else. You set you free. You have the power to really just open the door to whatever it is you want. I like to be an independent person. I like to walk to the beat of my own drum. I don't like to do what everyone else does. So when I start to see people watching the news and starting to do what the news is telling them to do, I immediately am like, this isn't for me. Because why? Why should I follow a group of people based on what a media outlet who is one-sided, who is pushing their narrative, because their competition is pushing the exact opposite? And it doesn't matter how you see a Democrat, Republican, they're both awful and they both need to go away. That's just my personal opinion, because I do feel that they divide us, and I do feel that they don't do the job for the people that they should. And I'm very big right now on people being in positions, whether it's big power, small power, huge power. If you're not doing the job for the people, for what you're, let's say government officials, you work for the people. You're not doing the job for the people, like corporations. If you're not standing behind your product or making a brand or a product that is for the people, if you're not listening to your customers, if you're just trying to gouge people and just like make a dollar, that doesn't work anymore. Because if you see the way people are, things are very expensive and people are very cautious about where they spend their money with. And to me, part of what you're buying is the experience that you get from the person you're buying it for. So, in a sense, where this is going is you're basically selling yourself to the universe. You want to be real, you want to be true, you want to be authentic. That is what people are going to vibe with. People are not going to vibe with the person who lives the Instagram life on that they show online, when at home it's completely different, because that's really what social media is. Social media, we post what we want people to see. Do you think when I have my dark night of the souls and my tower moments that I'm posting stuff? No. I go off the grid and I deal with it, and maybe I talk about it later, and there's a lot of things I'm going to be talking about maybe in this session or in the future, because there's a lot of things that I have learned over the last year that I do feel a lot of people are either going through or have gone through. Because I just feel when we all come together and we all really learn how to support each other and don't see people as competition or as the enemy or as someone who's on that side and this side, when we can just like be in a big field and be okay with not having the same likes and dislikes and just learn how to coexist. That's how we bridge the gap of division. That's how you build the bridge. Like I'm hearing the song Love Can Build a Bridge by the Judds. Don't you think it's time? Don't you think it's time? So that's why the message, be the change you seek and be the love you want to receive, because it goes back to when you want love with another person, whether it's love relationship, a family, a friend, a job. You have to love yourself enough first, because when you completely love yourself, that is when you bring love in from another person. It is just, that's just law of attraction. That's just life. So when your heart chakra is healed and you work on healing yourself, you work on opening those boundaries and just see life as an onion. And the more you peel away the layers, it's easy in the beginning, but then when you start to get to the middle, towards the end of the onion, that's when you really cry. And those are the hard lessons. And that's the part of the onion we're in. We're getting to the core of the onion, to the middle, almost to the end. And that's where people are just like, I'm done. I can't do this anymore. I'm going back to the way it was. It's easy to go back to the old familiar. It's easy to go back to the the old ways, but when you can say, hey, you know what, i'm just I'm going to keep peeling this layer, I'm going to keep crying, I'm going to keep yelling, I'm going to keep screaming, I'm going to keep doing whatever I need to do, because I know getting to the middle and the end of this onion is going to be worth the sacrifice. It's going to be worth everything that I'm going to lose, because I think we focus so much on what we lose that we forget that there's so much more to gain by letting go of the past. So I am going to pull some cards for you to get a new moon channeled message from the Good Tarot. So angels, ancestors, spirit guides, spirit, what messages do you have for the new moon in Taurus? What messages and advice, guidance do you have? Perhaps there's action steps. What would you like them to? We have temptation. So temptation is number 15. So this card is associated with the devil. So the devil, this has an apple or a piece of fruit on it. Don't be tempted by what you know is not good for you. It is so easy to allow your mind chatter, your ego to come in with a story. Let's say someone's treating you really bad and they're trying to hold on to you. They're seeing that you're this baby bird that's getting ready to fly. They don't want you to fly. They don't want you to go because they feed off of you in some way. They rely on you for something. So they're going to hold you back. Don't be tempted by the devil. Don't be tempted by the karmic. Don't be tempted by the karmic situation, the karmic energy, or don't be tempted by the past to go back to what you know doesn't serve you, that doesn't do a thing for your growth, your life, because what you put up with is what you end up with. So, the messenger of earth is telling you, you have to listen to the messages from your higher self, your spirit team, your ancestors, your angels, spirit. What messages do you feel in your core, in your physical body? Because that is your intuition. What do they feel? What do you know in your heart is not for you? What would you like to change? Or you can start off with these questions, because I love to journal asking myself questions. Because if you do that, you will be surprised with how much you find the answers to that you didn't know that you had, because all the answers that you need are within you. They're not outside of you, they're within you. So the Eight of Air, which is the Eight of Swords, is telling me you are bound in fear. That is why to stay in a situation, to stay at a job, to stay in a relationship, to be treated a certain way, you're not listening to the messages of your soul that are telling you to leave. Instead, you're allowing your fear of rocking the boat, saying something, speaking up, defending yourself, or maybe just admitting to yourself that something has run its course. The beauty about the Eight of Air, the Eight of Swords, is that you can unbound yourself anytime that you want, because the restraints never physically hold you down. Your fear holds you down. And once you face your fear, you essentially free yourself. So the King of Air is the King of Swords. So the King of Swords on this card, he is wearing a mask. So Spirit is telling you, you might be too much in your masculine energy right now. And you may need to shift into your female energy, because your female energy is most likely the Queen of Air, which is the Queen of Swords. And the Queen of Swords, when she is not in her power, she is very guarded and she's got her sword up because she's protecting herself. So your King of Air is protecting your Queen of Air. So you have to shift out of the King of Air and go into the Queen energy, because you want to get into your divine feminine energy. Everyone has masculine and feminine energy, regardless of gender. So just know that the King of Air, your masculine energy, is basically keeping you in protective mode. It's keeping you from seeing this situation with a clean set of eyes. That's why you have to get into your divine feminine energy. Because the King of Fire is telling you your feminine energy is going to help you connect to your heart. Your feminine energy is going to help you see this situation from your heart space. It's going to help you see this situation with a brand new set of energy, because air energy is swords energy, which is balance and communication. Fire energy is wands, which is confidence, passion, and leadership. So you need to be a leader in your life, which means you have to lead your life by example. Meaning, if you're telling people they need to do things for themselves, if they need to change things, if they need to change themselves, if you're not doing it for yourself, you're basically just telling people, this is what I think you should do, but I don't take my own advice. And that, in a sense, is what they call a hypocrite in a way, because I know I've done that, where I'll tell people all the time, well, we are our own worst critic, to be honest. We will have negative self talk. We will pick ourselves apart. We will make ourselves feel unworthy, unloving, undeserving, because our head is telling us we are. But then when we hear someone else around us talking negatively to ourselves, we give them the best advice. But how come we can't do that to ourselves? So if you're giving people advice to see the beauty within themselves, to make those changes within themselves, but you can't tell yourself that, that is where you have to take that step back and ask yourself why you can't give yourself the same advice, why you can't follow this advice for yourself, and why you can't listen to your heart. Why can't you listen to your heart? What else do they need to know? The Four of Water, which is the Four of Cups, Missed opportunity. What missed opportunity are you still holding on to? This is tied to something from the past that maybe you wish you did differently. You can't bring the past back. You can't relive the past. You can't repeat the past. I mean, you can, but you don't want to. What you want to do is you want to make peace. And maybe that's the intention you set with this new moon is you make peace with the past. You allow yourself to say, hey, you know what? I am not going to allow myself to be in the energy of not wanting something to repeat because the sun, which is the brightest tarot in the tarot card deck, is telling you 19 equals 10. What's number 10? A new cycle beginning. The sun is going to shine again. You can't have darkness without light. So there is light at the end of the tunnel. But you have to be brave enough to continue to walk through the tunnel, to face your fears, to face the obstacles. And sometimes you just need to face the truth because sometimes we are afraid of the truth because we all have the ability as humans to create a whole outcome and expectation, and we can create situations, scenarios in our head to the point where we actually believe them. And that is not healthy and that is not good for our growth as humans, and it's not good as our growth as a society. Because when we believe certain things and we believe that things are possible because we are not in a state where we can just say, yeah, you know what, this isn't for me, or, I really wanted this to work out, but it looks like it's just not what I thought it was. Sometimes, if we can admit that what we thought a situation was with a person, we can hold on to something. So, I'll use this as an example because this happens a lot in love situations. We're separated from somebody, we feel the energy, we believe in our heart that this person is for us, and we start to really just feel like we start creating a story in our mind. And that's what they call an imagination ship, where we actually just connect so much to 5D energy that we believe that this 5D relationship is actually a 3D relationship. And then when we see this person in the physical and we see that maybe they're not reciprocating these feelings to us because they're with another person, that is when we get shaken to our core. And that's because we are not in touch with reality. And that's why, like with divine love connections, especially twin flames get so caught up in the label of the twin flame and what they mean. But the twin flame journey is not about coming into union with your twin flame. It's about allowing your twin flame to awaken you, to show you who you are. I always get the song Show Me the Way by Styx. That is the song about twin flames. Show me the way. Show me the way. Because your twin flame is going to show you the way back to you. I have not seen twin flame union happen physically. I know a lot of twin flames, and all of them are separated from their person. They're in a different connection. Their twin flames in a different connection. But you still feel your twin flame, and you still help the healing part of the journey because this is a telepathic deep bond that you're going to have with this person in this lifetime and in many lifetimes after that. But when you can get to the point where I'm at, where you're just like, wow, my twin flame just awakened me. My twin flame helped me find myself. They showed me the way. And I hope I'm doing that for them because that's when you're able to just let it all go. To just be in the energy of beauty, to be in the energy of peace, and to be in the energy of serenity, and to know, you know what? I'm just open to love, whether it's with this person or whoever the universe wants to have come into my life. So, if you're struggling with this with love, and let's say you're connected to a partner that you're still separated from, are you afraid of the truth? Or are you afraid of the past repeating itself. You have to get to the core of what you're actually afraid of when it comes to this person. It's going to be different for everybody, so I'm really not going to tap into it because that's something I would do one-on-one with someone in a reading or a session, because to do this as collective, there's too many different scenarios and there's a lot of things that are blocked in connections, and I can't dive into that collectively because everyone's different. Some people are in the beginning of the journey, the middle, the end. And it's hard when people don't want to see the truth. I know from personal experience how difficult it is. So that's why I do that more on a one-on-one basis, and I do it in a very gentle and loving way. So if you've worked with me, you know that I bring you the guidance, but I also give you advice because I know what it's like. I've been there. And for those that haven't, if you feel called, you could book with me. I'd be happy to look into your situation if you want, or maybe anything on my social media platforms that I post for Collective can help you. I am going to be writing more about it in my blog, so you guys will see how I dealt with things, especially over the last year. I dealt with them a lot differently, and I was able to let go. So this new moon in Taurus is really showing me personally the beauty of being grounded, the beauty of being in a state of acceptance, to know that my life is going to be perfect through the set of my eyes, because I believe everything is going to work out for me and everything is going to come in. So I've learned to find my voice. I have learned to speak up. I have learned to be my true, authentic self and talk about things that maybe people don't want to hear. But there's always people who are going to need to hear what I have to say at some point. May not be today, may not be tomorrow, could be a month from now, a year from now, 5 years from now. That's the beauty of social media. That's the beauty of the internet. Things will always come to you at the most perfect time. And sometimes when I channel stuff, whether I'm doing it collectively or individually, sometimes I will tell people stuff and they're like, that didn't make sense. But then a few months, few weeks down the road, they're like, wow, that's exactly what happened. Or now I understand what you're saying. This is what happened. This is the epitome I have. Being able to get raw and real with yourself, that is how you set intentions. So how can you set intentions for this new moon? You have to do it from a physical place. So this is what I like to do. I like to take a candle. So for this new moon, I'm feeling green candle. So you don't have to have a green candle. If you want to go out and get one, that's fine. You can get like the pillar candles, like a box of 20 for like under $10 on Amazon. That's where I get my candles. So I have a box of green candles. So I will be burning a green candle because green is just the color that's coming through for this new moon. So the color green, it's connected to the heart chakra, which is part of the physical body. You need your heart. Your heart is the organ that keeps you alive, keeps everything going. You manifest, you love, you feel, you do from your heart. So this is where this new moon would be about the heart chakra, to help you connect to your heart space so you can create through your sacral chakra, which is 2 chakras down from your heart. And the sacral chakra is orange. So I always see green, orange, and brown as the colors of the earth because they're very earthy tones, and they're very connected to the earth because the sun is orange sometimes on a sunset or a sunrise because of the sky. The grass is green. A lot of greenery, flowers, leaves with brown, dirt. The ground is brown. Pavement can be brown. Roads are brown. You know, anything that is connected to the earth is usually green, orange, and brown to me. So you can even do like a green and an orange candle if you want, and a brown candle if you have it. You don't have to. You can get whatever candle you have. If you have crystals, you can do like a green crystal, Like green aventurine is coming through, or any green crystal. Orange calcite or citrine. Citrine is always good because that crystal is the crystal to work with work. And then brown crystals, like there are brown crystals like tiger's eye, smoky quartz that are coming through. Or honestly, just work with what you have and set the intention that you want it to be the energy of those colors. Like if you have clear quartz, you can take clear quartz because clear quartz is about clarity. You can take selenite, which is the neutral crystal. Selenite really helps you just maintain things. Like I keep this palm stone on my desk and I use this a lot for creation. Selenite is a good crystal. It will help charge other crystals. The only thing you don't do with selenite is get it wet because it will actually disintegrate. You can use rose quartz if you need to bring some love into the situation. And what I like to do is I like to journal. I like to write out my intentions. I like to just say what I need to say. Um, I just write down like what I feel this new moon meaning is for me. I like to put on music, like meditation music or any music that just uplifts me. And I just like to do that while the candle's burning. Because there's just something about journaling with a candle and some beautiful music playing. If you don't want to do a candle, do incense. Do like burn sage, spray a sage spray, or aromatherapy room spray. Use whatever you have. You don't have to go out and buy stuff. Just whatever scents make, or even if you have like a roll on or a bottle of essential oil, sniff it. Put some on. Just get that essence in. Um, just do whatever you feel that is just gonna just work for you. Maybe instead of doing all that, you want to listen to a meditation. We're going to be doing a meditation soul activation here in a few. And that's going to help you just stay connected, stay in tune with you. So there's so many different ways you can do new moon rituals. You can look them up online. I just like for me, I love to journal. I love to write. I just find peace because being able to free write things is just essentially bringing to me um, closure, clarity. It's really what it's doing for me. So, with that being said, I am going to get into the meditation and soul activation. So, I'm going to turn my camera off to do this. So, I want you to get in a comfortable space, whether you're sitting or lying down. Just make sure your arms and legs are not crossed. I want you to close your eyes. Just focus on your breath to just quiet your mind, calm the energy, tune out any outside noises or distractions. So let's take a deep breath in, hold it for 3 seconds, and release. Taking in another deep breath, hold it for 3 seconds. One more deep breath in, hold it for 3 seconds. So I want you to imagine you're sitting in a room that is sea green vines. Maybe There's plants hanging down, green sparkles or green lights, ceiling, walls to floor. And you're sitting on this green velvet pillow, sitting Indian style, and just taking in the beauty of this room, just feeling so much calmness, peacefulness, and love. Archangel Raphael has entered the room, and Archangel Raphael is going to assist you with connecting to your heart chakra, connecting to your heart space, and to help clear out any energies that are preventing your heart chakra from fully being open and balanced, so you can free yourself from this energy and be able to set intentions from the heart for this new moon in Taurus. So Archangel Raphael is going to sit in front of you. He is going to put his right hand in front of your heart chakra, and he is going to pull up all of the energy that is still tied, associated with your heart chakra, that is preventing you from moving forward. Allow this energy to come up and don't resist it. If you start to feel resistance or a pull to push it down, take a deep breath to just breathe it, to let it surface so you can understand why it's still there. What has come up to the surface is something that you have been holding on to for too long. Archangel Raphael is going to put his left hand over your heart chakra, and he is going to take this energy out of your heart space so you can free yourself from this burden. You will see it come through as a dark green light, and as it enters his hand, it is going to change into a more lighter green that is very similar to the green that is in the room. Allow this to come out. Breathe it out if you feel resistance. to help release it, to help let it go. Don't be afraid. This no longer serves you. Let it go. As it comes out, know you are protected, you are safe, you are loved, and nothing and no one can hurt you. You have the power to excel in your life. You have the power to do whatever you choose. That is what this new moon in Taurus is bringing you, the freedom to start again. What do you want to change? That is the question. That is the intention. That is the energy. You will see this energy now in a ball in Archangel Raphael's hand. He is going to pray over it, that this energy goes into the universe and dissolves, and he is setting the intention for it never to bother you ever, ever again. He's going to throw it up into the air, and you're going to see it go down into the ashes, into the earth behind him. As this energy has no place in your body, in your energy, in your mind. Your mind, body, and spirit no longer need this energy. So I want you to thank Archangel Raphael for helping you clear and activate your heart chakra. Your heart chakra is a beacon of love. Your heart chakra is a place for love to be stored and for love to be sent out into the universe. Your heart chakra is open and balanced, and it is an even flow of unconditional love going in, coming out. See your heart chakra as a revolving door, allowing it in, allowing it out, coming back to you, going out. For being in the energy of love means you are bringing in the energy of love. You are receiving the energy of love. When you have true love, you have fallen in love with yourself. You find it very easy to attract people who want to fall in love with you because like will attract like. If you believe you are worthy, if you believe you are deserving, then you are. If you believe it's possible, then it will. And if you believe in miracles, you live them. So I want you to start coming back to your body, feeling your toes, your feet, your ankles, your calves, your knees, your thighs, your hips, your stomach, your chest, shoulders, your forearms, your upper arms, your hands, your fingers, your throat, your neck, chin, lips, cheeks, nose, eyes, forehead, top of your head. And when you're ready, open your eyes. Take a moment to reflect what has come through. Write down anything. Pause this if you need to. And I'm just going to take a few moments to just ground in this energy to bring you some final messages from Spirit from 2 decks that I have here, and to bring in the closing messages for this session. Well, hello there. I hope that this soul activation meditation has brought you the clarity, the guidance, and what you needed to know. So I'm going to use the Keepers of the Light Oracle to bring you some messages to help you maintain the energy that you are feeling with this heart chakra soul activation, because the heart chakra, these soul activations need to be kept up as daily routine. So you can always come back and listen to this anytime that you feel guided to, because this will be available forever. And for those that signed up for this session, you will have first crack at this, and then this will be put out for all on the actual new moon in Taurus. That is what I'm being guided to do. So we have Archangel Michael, trusting heaven. You are safe. Angels, stand close. Surrender your concerns and allow a miracle to occur. So Archangel Michael is telling you, when you start to be fearful, when you start to feel the resistance and the closing of the heart chakra, call him in to protect your heart. El Mora is about awakening presence. The universe is with you. Wear a cloak of protection and love. So he has a blue crystal on him, and so does Michael. Wearing the color blue, wearing a crystal, a piece of jewelry that is the color blue. Maybe you need to wear it on days where you're going to be around people who kind of challenge your energy, as I like to say it. Lapis lazuli, labradorite, blue sapphire. Maybe even wearing the color blue, carrying something that's blue. Even if you leave it in your purse or your pocket, maybe you have a cell phone case that has blue in it. This is my cell phone case and it has blue in it. It also has pink. So this I carry all the time. But maybe you can have a background image on your phone that's blue. You know, it doesn't have to be like a piece of jewelry or something you physically have on your body. It just could be just the color blue that you have around you. Background on a computer that you're working on. Just connect to the color blue, because the color blue is the throat chakra. And that's something that is going to help you, because your throat chakra is above your heart chakra, and your heart chakra is essentially going to help you speak it. Because when your heart chakra is balanced and you're ready to open your heart and create, you naturally connect to your sacral. Your sacral is below the solar plexus in the belly, and that's where creation comes from. And the sacral chakra with Lord Shiva is telling you at transcendence to rise up. Honor your inner force. Steps are being given. Dance with the universe. So see how there's a crescent moon? This new moon is going to help you rise up. Rise up to the occasion and find that sense of empowerment. Because Master Buddha is telling you, with increased awareness, deep connection, trust your inner voice. Now is the time to go within, to trust your inner voice. And having inner awareness is essentially going to bring you peace. It's going to bring you peace of mind, peace of clarity. It's going to bring you in a sense, ascension. Because what it's going to do for you, it's going to tell you that when you're self-aware, you don't need to look outside of yourself for the answers. And being in that increased awareness, in a sense, is going to essentially tell you, be the change you seek. So, to close out this healing energy session for this new moon in Taurus, I'm going to pull cards from the Archangel Power Tarot deck to get you closing messages on just what you need to know and how you can set these intentions for your career, for your life, for your love life, for yourself. what Spirit wants you to know. So Spirit, I'm going to let you take the wheel. I'm going to let you channel through me. And I want you to tell me what to tell those who are watching this messages today. Page of Michael. So Michael in this deck is associated with swords. Communication. When it comes to communication, be truthful, be perceptive, meaning listen to this new perspective in your mind. Analytical, be blunt, basically be honest, because this card is telling you there's an exciting new challenge. You have what it takes to succeed. Review contracts or documents very thoroughly. So there is going to be an offer coming in for you. There's a message. Somebody is going to offer you something. This could be a promotion. This could be a new job. But you want it in writing and you want to review everything thoroughly. Even if it's just a verbal offer, you want to tune into the energy to make sure it's what you want. And then if it's really not what you want, but let's say there's time for negotiation, like with salary or hours, anything. Be blunt, be honest. You're not going to get what you want if you don't say it, if you don't speak it, and if you don't act on it. Because you want to take a leap of faith. This is the Fool card. And Archangel Metatron is tied to this card. When you believe in yourself, when you listen to your heart, when you do what gives you joy, you make it happen. Because that's the song I'm hearing. I channel this song all the time. If you believe in yourself enough and know what you want, you're going to make it happen. So take that leap of faith. Trust that you're not going to fall, and there's no such thing as failure unless you actually don't try. That is the only true failure. So the Seven of Gabriel, which Gabriel is Wands. So the Seven of Wands. I love this card. Stand up for what you believe in. Have confidence, claim your personal power, stand up for yourself. You have what it takes. There is the rainbow, all colors of the 7 chakras. You have what it takes to slay your dragons, to overcome your obstacles, to fly high, to fly free as a bird, and to not worry what other people are going to think. Because the Chariot, which is Cancer energy, so by Cancer season, which is June and July, Archangel Metatron is connected to this card too. He is telling you with determination and self-control, there's going to be career advancement by July. Acknowledgement of success by others, which means you are finally going to get the recognition that you deserve. It has been a long time coming from what I'm hearing, but you're going to get it. But here's the thing. You have to stay open to how this recognition is going to come in. Don't get attached to an outcome. Don't have an expectation. Don't create a story in your head, because then July, it won't happen. You will have your answer to what you need to do with your career, your job by July. You will know 100% because the Chariot is about moving forward. And they want me to pull 2 more cards. So the top and the bottom of the deck. We have the World, which is associated with Archangel Michael, a very happy ending, coming full circle, spiritual growth and insight, and the Magician, which is Archangel Raziel. You can manifest the life you want. What you need will magically appear, successful beginnings. And they're both in the color purple. The color purple is the crown chakra, which is the chakra that we're activating on the 5-5 portal. I do have a soul activation for the 5-5 portal that is going to be on my YouTube channel. You want to do an activation of the crown chakra to bring in the 5-5 portal energy of change. That is going to help align with this new moon in Taurus to help you manifest. Third eye chakra, crown chakra, listening to the heart, creating from the sacral, speaking from the throat, staying grounded in the physical energy of the root, staying in the power of feeling and acknowledging through the solar plexus. The third eye and the crown bring in the messages that you need in this moment in time, and they allow you to grow as a person. So this is the end of this healing energy session for this new moon in Taurus. I want to thank everyone who signed up for this. I hope this brings you clarity, guidance, and everything you need to know. And for those who are watching this on my YouTube channel, this is just a little preview on what I do in sessions. When I have people on here live one-on-one, I do go around the room and talk to everybody, and I channel messages for them and I give them guidance. So I do a new moon session and a full moon session once a month. Those that sign up more than once, I usually will just automatically add you to my list. So if you want to be added to my list every time I do a full moon and a new moon session, just reach out to me and I'll add you to my list. Thank you again for being here. I wish you all the best. Love and light to you. Namaste.